you out for His name's sake, is what He said that they'll do. And if we're going to worry about that, then we're not going to be very good fishermen. We're not. Now the next situation. Go to Psalms 91. We're going to cover this whole psalm. People are worried about their enemies and problems around them. They're letting their problems bother them. Letting people bother them. They're letting the situations and enemies bother them. Therefore, when we go out in the morning or we go out in the day, we ain't got fishing on our mind. What we got on our mind is where our heart is, our treasure is. We're worried about what people think about us, and we're worried about our situations and our enemies around us. We ain't even got a fishing pole in hand. We ain't got no fishing bait. We ain't got nothing. Because we're not worried about putting God first and what He wants us to do. Every day He wants you to be shining a light into this world. That's what He said. Be that light, that city on a mountain. I want you to be the light of the world. I want you to show the world the love, the compassion. But if you're going out with worries of what people think and all your concerns, how much light are you shining? What kind of bait are we throwing out there? Why would anybody want it? Why would anybody want that bait? Why would anybody want anything to do with it? If we're always complaining and griping about what's going on, the situations that's happening at hand, why would we want it? Why would anybody want this? Why would they want these things? And what are we doing? We better start recognizing and humbling ourselves down as we go. I'm going to break this down little by little. Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. What greater place can you be in under a secret place of God? And this is where we got to put Him first. There ain't no greater place than to find the secret, the mysteries, the places of God, and dwell underneath His protection, and dwell right there is where you need to dwell. When you can find to understand these mysteries, then you'll understand why some people are being the way they are, and you're not going to worry so much about why they think so bad about you. Because you will see them as babes, or you'll see them as trees in storm. You'll see them for the truth that they are. You'll understand because you get the secrets. As we said, we better be getting this knowledge, as John's talking about. Using this wisdom that God has given us and start speaking life to it and guiding with it and quit letting people interfere with it. We got to get to the secret places of God. You've got to dwell in that place. And if you'll dwell in this place, look at all the situation before it. Verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. John was speaking about this morning. You got to start speaking these things. But what we better be doing is coming for the Lord today saying, God, I don't trust You. I just don't. I'm more worried about what these people over here think about me. Or I'm more worried about my children. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. When we need to lay it down and say, God, they're Yours anyway. What can I do? I need to learn to trust You, and I need to learn to speak these things. See, this scripture come to me because I have another tremendous enemy after me and my family right now. And this scripture, 91, came to me today, and God kept saying, you better learn it and you better speak it because this enemy is going to be a tough one. You better learn to walk by it. You better learn to go by this and realize that you better find these secret places. You better start speaking these good things, and you better start trusting Me. Because if you don't, this enemy will take you out. And these enemies will take us out, and this is what's taking many of us out right now. We're not finding these secret places. We're not speaking the life to it. We're not trusting Him to be our refuge. We're not trusting Him to be all these things that He promises to be. When a situation arises, we automatically begin to say, well, what am I going to do now? Well, this is going on. This situation's happening. Well, if this happens, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. When He's saying, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Let tomorrow take care of itself. You better worry about what's right now going on. But seek first God. So what's He saying? He's saying, well, what you ought to be doing today is fishing. You ought to be doing my work. Be doing what I'm asking you to do. Not worried about all these situations. I'll take care of it. I'll add all that you need to add. I'll protect you and all that I need to protect you. But are you doing my work? Are you about my business? That's all you need to be doing. And tomorrow will take care of itself. Whether you're here, if I stay or if I go, I'm a winner either way. Because you may not even be here tomorrow. You may be so worried about these tremendous situations that's going to come tomorrow, and you might not even be here. You might not even be here to face it. I may not be here. See how the enemy is trapping us with all these worries and concerns, and we're not trusting what God is going to do. And how He can make anything disappear. He can make anything. He'll go on to explain all these great things. Verse 3, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the nuisance of pestilence. Even if we get caught in a snare or we get caught in something, God will deliver us out of it. Hey, I've been caught in snares. I've been caught in situations. Haven't you ever been caught in them? And God is the only one who can deliver us out of them. We can worry about that snare all day long. We can worry about how we're going to get out of it and wiggle our way out of it. We ain't going to get out of it. We're going to have to let God get us out of it. We've got to find them secret places and learn to trust God so He can get us out of these situations and help us to get out of snares and help us to get out of problems and help us to get out of situations that comes before us that the enemy will catch us into. But we have not get into the places. We've got to get under His protection and learn to trust Him. Verse 4, He shall cover thee with the feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His trust shall be thy shield and thy buckler. If you don't think you're under the wings of mercy, like we've said many times, if the devil could have all his all-out war against you, would you even have a house? Every time you'd build one, there'd be an earthquake. There'd be a tornado come tear it down. Every time you buy a car, it'd get wrecked or the engine blow up in it. Every time that you'd do something, it would destroy it. The enemy could do everything he could do to you. You're under the wings of mercy, honey. And He's protecting you. And you better recognize that. Because if the devil could have all-out attack against you, he sure wouldn't let you have any kind of peace whatsoever. None. Zero. Everything you would touch would be disaster. Everything that would happen would destroy. If he could, he'd put cancer on every one of your family members and they'd all be laying up in ICU right now ready to die. If he could do it. And he'd laugh the whole way. So if you don't think you're under the wings, you better wake up. That God is protecting you whether you believe it or not. He is loving you right now and protecting you. We're going to show you right now. As He says how He does and how He blesses us. But you are covered or you'd be destroyed right now. And you better recognize that. We are covered and He is our shield and our buckler. Verse 5 says this, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day. And there's people in here with fear. There's people in here right now with fear of situations, of problems, of enemies that's appeared before you. And the things of day are the things that you see. The enemies that come against you that you can see with your own eyes. These are the things that's flying by, the fiery darts that's flying right by you. You can see them coming. You can see the situation getting ready to launch at you, and you watch that fiery dart and you're afraid of it. And you're going, instead of using your shield of faith saying, no, I'm going to use the Word and protect myself. This is what's stopping us, people. These are the things, and we better get this tonight. We better grab hold of the things that's going on. Verse 6 and 7 says this, Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noontime. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Ain't an enemy can touch you if you'll find the secret places and realize you're under the wings of mercy and realize that He's protecting you. I'm telling you right now, there have been a lot of fiery darts, there have been a lot of enemies. And I'm telling you right now, every one of them has just, it's blown my mind. How it just seemed like, I'm telling you, it looked horrible at the beginning. But at the end story, it blew my mind. Even if 1,000 comes at you on this side and 10,000 on this side, they're going to fall.